Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Uh, First of all, hold on a second. Let me get a sip of this juice real quick. Sip of that juice. Hope that helped me clear my throat. So, what's going on, y'all? I'm gonna talk about it real quick. Talk about it for a little bit. So, the UCLA Bruins, lose our first game of the season. We wasn't promised to go undefeated. We wasn't promised to, be able to, rock it all the way without an L. And you know, you got to bounce back now. Now, I will say I didn't catch the game live. I was a busy, busy man. Um, but one of the first things I did when I finally got home was sit down and check out the game and, you know, try to see what we did with our season. Now, I did follow the game for a little bit off my phone, but I didn't want to spoil it for myself while I was outside and out and about. So, I stopped checking on the score. And I just was hoping, my fingers was crossed, saying I hope we get it done. Now, I will say, we played sluggish. We played kind of lazy against Oregon. So, I was thinking to myself, I said, there's a great possibility here that soon we probably going to drop a game, and would it be good for us? And I talked about this in the past. Previously, I've debated this with self. I've debated this with others. And I said, could a loss be good for my Bruins? Because the pressure will only mount if you finish off the regular season undefeated. The pressure's there for you to go ahead and go through the tournament, your conference tournament. You got to go through your conference tournament because you lose one game, you're out. So kind of get you prepared for the March Madness field, but still, that pressure just continues to rise in the sin, and the tension just gets higher and higher. So to lose a game, it's not all bad that we lost the game. I'm gonna say it's the way we lost this motherfucker. Like the way, like this game was close, damn near all the way through the fourth quarter, through the first, second, third. Fighting back, we had to. A couple of times, we got down, but not by too much. You know, USC gets up to players, and that much you can see. Juju Watkins, go Juju. Like I don't know if ultimately, I was thinking this. I was like, damn, we lost this game, but we'll be okay. But my initial thoughts was, what the hell? Like, because we still need to get over the hump that is USC. Like, USC has our number. And I'll say this. If we don't win the final game of the season at Pauley, because, we're playing in USC house. So if we don't win, if we can't at least make this thing 1-1, then it's going to be hard going forward for me to truly, truly believe, because I'm like, are we pretenders or are we contenders? Because every year we get so far and then, it's like a drop. And we find out that we going up against somebody gritty, physical, whether it's a star player or a star team, and we lose. Like, too much to Corey Close credit, we will advance. Like, each year we didn't win further. Like, we went 2 years ago, Sweet 16. Before that, what's going on? I ain't even had a comments up. What's going on? EJ, Quiet Hype Media. So Juju went off, right? Juju absolutely went cold, clean off. When I seen that, the first thing I seen, because I looked at the box score just to see Juju numbers, and then I went and watched the game because, like I said, I had something to do, and I was pretty much gone almost all day yesterday. But when I finally was able to sit down and check the game out, Juju just, like, we really got beat by one player. Like, Kiki area fan, she had 13. She came on late, but Juju had like some insane video game numbers, like 30, 36, or 38. The eight blocks from a guard was absolutely freaking insane. Like, she might be the best shot blocking guard. I can't compare it to nobody in a women's game, but she might be like the best shot blocking guard since like D Wade. Like, 8 blocks from your guard, and like she blocked 6-7 Lauren Betts shot. Like, she swatted that thing. I'm like, damn, like, there's something to say about the dog in Juju. So, like, do I feel like Juju is the cream of the crop? Last year, I definitely did. This year, I think she's playing really, really great basketball. But sometimes I'll be on her saying that she should share and move the ball more. But she had it going last night. I know she made out of 9 3-pointers. She had everything going. If it wasn't for her, we would have lost. We had literally no answer for Juju at all. And then like when you look at it, Kiki Rice, who I don't want to be too harsh on the players, but like I need to see more. Like I'm gonna tell you this, like 15 points. I'm gonna look at the complete stat line for Kiki Rice, but 15 points, you the guard, you guys are going against each other essentially. Like Juju, every time Kiki Rice and Juju Watkins meet, Juju Watkins just gets the best of her. So it's like I don't know if Kiki Rice gonna have a really good WNBA career. I know she has promise, but right now when I look at Kiki Rice, I see like a comp short for comparison, similar to like Jones. You know, Haley Jones played ball at Stanford. Haley Jones is currently with the Atlanta Dream. Haley has a really nice podcast. Her game is cool, it's stellar, but I don't know that it translates to the Dream. I think that Haley's a pretty good player, and Kiki Rice should be, in my opinion, compared to players better than Haley Jones. But I keep feeling like you never know which Kiki Rice you're gonna get. You know, like Lauren gave us 18. Now her shooting 5 for 13 wasn't the best, and also to those that seen the game, USC switched up the coverage on Lauren. They made it really tough on Lauren Betts. They wasn't just going to let her get to her spots. They weren't just going to let her get in the post and dominate. And if you look at supporting players on this team, they didn't have a good game either. Like Tamia Gardner was 0 for 4, didn't scratch at all. Janiyah Barker, I feel like should get more minutes, but she did shoot like 80%, so she was like 4 for 5. But she just didn't, to me, she didn't play enough, and like you just don't really have enough. And as much as I love Betts and Rice, are either one, do they have the takeover gene? Like, do they have that? Do they have that grit? Do they have that physicality? Do they have that win at all costs type of attitude? Because last year when LSU eliminated us, I'm going to keep it real. Flau'jae Johnson dominated the matchup against Kiki Rice. And Flau'jae is a big guard, physical. And, you know, we win games, right? And this is our first loss of the season. But when I look at this UCLA team, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I see a team that could make it like to the championship game. But I do think that this team, for all practical purposes, hell, they better be getting to the Final Four. I mean, you having a wonderful season. And in my opinion, I'm just going to say this. We got to throw this damn game out the window because we got a good Michigan State team coming up. Parity is in the women's college basketball this season. I mean, if you look around this USC team, they got 2 losses. I think UConn probably got like 4 losses or something. I got to check on that, but I know a lot of teams got 2 or 3, 4 losses. You know, Notre Dame got a couple of losses. A lot of teams, you know, have lost games. But I'm gonna look at this box score real quick. To those that watched the game, what did y'all think about it? Like, it was a game that I think everybody was kind of looking forward to seeing. Like, you know, watching to see if UCLA is legit, and then those watching to see what kind of show Juju Watkins was gonna put on, and she didn't let us down. So, you know, I don't know that this is a problematic box score. So you got Lauren Betts, who had 18 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. Kiki Rice had 15 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. I need more rebounds from my guard. Gabriella Hawkins was off. She was 2 for 9. She didn't have a good game. Only 4 points. She didn't play like her usual fiery self. Tamia Gardner had 1 point. Arnia Salo, Lena, I think that's her name. Alina Arnia Salo. Yeah, that's her name. I thought it was Elissa, but she didn't. She played 11 minutes. She got a promising future, but she don't play like Corey Close doesn't. I've been seeing as deep as like I really thought it was because she's not playing. She don't play the freshman like that. The rotation is cut short. London Jones, if she's making her threes, she's on. If not, I don't know what London Jones provides. Like Angela Dugalich, Ford for us, she normally has a better game too. She only scored 3 points, so USC did a great job of defending. But if you ask me where we lost this game, we lost this game in the fourth quarter. Like they dogs wanted it more. Like Kiki Iriafen, I gotta say in Kiki Iriafen because you got a Kiki on the other team named Rice, but I thought that she came alive late and they wanted it more. Like I'm not sure how else I could really say it because it was like 58-57. And it's like, okay, this game's gonna go down to the wire. We got a chance to stay unbeaten. And then, Juju, Kiki, like the stat line from her was just surreal. 8 blocks, 5 assists, 11 rebounds, 38 points. If you could somehow keep her in check, like Kiki Rice is a good defender, but damn, like we should have threw the house. I'm gonna have to watch this game again. Like we should have threw the whole damn house at Juju and said, somebody else beat us, please. Like, I don't give a damn. Detroit Pistons bad boy style. Like everybody on Drew. Let's see, can they shot makers beat us? Let's see if Kennedy Smith, Avery Howe, and Raya Marshall could beat us. Like just stop everybody else. Like, and for me, I think that's one of my biggest issues with UCLA is like what happens when you're playing dogs. Every game ain't gonna be tough. When you get into the Big Ten tournament, the first round or two ain't gonna be that tough. But what happened when you get into March Madness? The first round or two ain't gonna be that tough. But when the competition steps up and it gets higher, do you got that damn vampire on your team that's gonna go out at all costs and do whatever the hell it takes to win? Like you need a dog, you need a blood-sucking vampire on your team to just go out there and say, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to get this win. Like, if you put Juju on UCLA, we would have won, but we don't have no dogs. So when we teams that have, like, take South Carolina, for instance. We beat South Carolina, but we had to shoot the lights out. London Jones shot the lights out. What happens when nobody shoots the lights out, and what happens when Lauren Betts is steadily getting different looks from the defense, and they defending her, not letting her get 8 feet in, not letting her get 10 feet in, turn and just shoot that thing. Betts can't shoot outside shots like that. Now she can pop like a 12 to 15 foot jumper, but she don't do that frequently. Like she's rim dominant around the rim. You should have went boxing one or something on Juju. Yeah, I'm saying, bro, like a bubble. Just try to put in a bubble. Because here's my thing, right? I'm thinking this is how you know it's parity in the women's college game, the ball game. Because how the hell did Iowa beat USC, right? But then UCLA, at the time they undefeated ass. How do you turn around and let USC beat you when you was in this game? It could have went either way. And then Juju and Kiki just said, we're taking this whole damn thing over. And I give us credit because we kept playing hard, but it's crazy because it's like I would pretty much they didn't completely hold Juju in check, but they did a much better job of just defending. And that's just kind of crazy to me. And it just makes me say, damn. Could the Hawkeyes actually be better than? The Hawkeyes not better than the Bruins. For one, they don't have no 6'7" Lauren Betts on their team, But when I, it makes me think like, okay, this week, I think it's this week, the Bruins play the Hawkeyes. So right now, if you ask me who I want to win, I would tell you the Hawkeyes because I'm a little bit pissed at the Bruins because I'm like, I didn't want us to go undefeated, but I felt like that was a winnable game up until the last 3 minutes. So it's like, in some ways, this could be considered a positive. But if we don't beat USC in the final game, the season finale, I ain't going to call us frauds, but I damn sure might call us pretenders. I damn sure might say that the Bruins are pretenders because you got teams out there you can't beat. Like, I'm going to just say this. If we run into South Carolina again, I'm not sure we got the mental fortitude to be able to beat them 2 times straight because we all know South Carolina is that work. They that deal. So they looking for revenge. So I'm just thinking in terms of March. I'm like looking out like March Madness. So I'm looking out like that. And when I look at it, I'm like, damn, are we tough enough to beat LSU? And I'm talking about, because I was showing some toughness in terms of me comparing my teams. They really are, because Hawkeyes on a 5-game winning streak. And they beat some really damn good teams. USC is one of them. But when I look at the Bruins, I'm